All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into Dogecoin
Okay.
and looking at some price predictions. And you know what's been going on with DOGE lately?
Yeah, sounds good.
So just to give a little background to everyone listening, trading volume is up like a crazy amount this month for Dogecoin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's up by 76.71%.
Is that right?
Yeah, which is one of the biggest jumps in the entire crypto market. So people are definitely paying attention.
Well, yeah, I mean, makes sense. I mean, look at the price. The price has been on a tear lately.
It has.
Um,
So,
it's up 150% this month alone.
wow, 150 just this month.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh,
Which puts the total return for November at 167%.
wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So, what do we think is fueling this surge? I mean, obviously there's something going on.
Well, I mean, one thing to think about is whale activity,
Oh, yeah, of course.
right? You know, those big players who can really move the market, whale alert.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. They track these big transactions, reported a $120 million DOGE transfer. Yeah, to an unknown wallet.
$120 million.
Uh-huh. So that's a serious chunk of change.
Oh, absolutely.
And that could be a signal that something big is brewing.
That's a lot of money to just like throw around.
Right, exactly.
I mean, do we have any idea like who's behind that?
It's an unknown wallet, so.
Oh, wow. So it's a true mystery.
Yeah, and these whale movements, I mean, they can really shake things up. You know,
For sure.
a single large buy or sell order, especially with Dogecoin, which, you know, isn't as big as like Bitcoin or Ethereum,
Right.
can really influence the price. So
Interesting.
while we don't know what this whale is up to,
Right.
it definitely seems to be adding to the overall, you know, kind of bullish sentiment.
Yeah, and that's interesting that you bring up whale activity because like right before all of this, we had Elon Musk hinting at maybe putting Dogecoin into X.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
It
mean,
makes you wonder if there's any connection. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's possible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen how his tweets can like really move the market before.
For sure, like Dogecoin especially.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so if he's serious about integrating DOGE into X, I mean, that could be huge.
Yeah, that would be a big deal for sure.
Yeah.
So we've got these whales, we've got Elon Musk, and then, on top of that, you've got some people who look at the, charts, the technical analysis,
Yeah.
and they're seeing some interesting things too.
Right.
Peter Brandt, who's a really well-respected investor,
I've heard of him.
he's been making some bullish predictions for Dogecoin based on like what he's seeing.
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah, and he's particularly interested in something called a reverse head and shoulders pattern
Okay.
that he says has emerged. So for those of us who aren't, like
Right.
chart wizards,
Yeah.
what does that even mean? Like break it down for us.
So basically, imagine like a price chart shaped like, a head and shoulders.
Okay.
Right. So the head is like the lowest point
Okay.
and the shoulders are on either side.
I see.
When the price breaks above the neckline, which is like a line connecting those shoulders,
Right.
that's seen as a bullish signal, like things are about to,
Okay.
go up.
So it's kind of like it's been down and now it's like turning around.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So
Get that.
it's a classic chart pattern that often signals, a shift from a downtrend to an uptrend.
Oh, okay. So it's like a pretty reliable signal then.
I mean, it's one signal, right?
Right.
You never know for sure with these things.
Of course not.
But it's one thing to look at.
Okay, so Brandt's predicting that this particular pattern could send DOGE back to its all-time high, which was, what, 73 cents?
73.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, if that happens.
But, like, is it possible that maybe, these signals are just kind of like a temporary thing?
Yeah. And
I mean, we have seen Dogecoin, like, pump and dump before.
For sure, Dogecoin is known for its volatility,
Right.
right? It can go up really fast and come down really fast.
Gotcha.
But I think what's different this time is the combination of factors we're seeing.
What do you mean?
It's not just the technicals, right? It's the whale activity,
Oh,
it's the social media hype,
right.
and it's the potential for like real world adoption like we were talking about with X.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not just like a random pump and dump. It seems like there's more to it this time.
Yeah, it feels like there's some actual momentum behind it.
Okay, so besides this reverse head and shoulders thing, are there any other technical indicators that you're like keeping an eye on?
Well, we've been talking about bullish signals, and we can't ignore the golden cross that just happened.
Golden cross.
Yeah, have you heard of that one?
I don't think so.
So basically, in Dogecoin's chart, it had what's called a golden cross,
Okay.
which is when the short-term moving average crosses above the long-term moving average.
Okay, so for people like me who don't really understand the charts, can you explain what a moving average is?
So basically, you're taking like the average price over a certain period of time. So
Correct.
like a 50-day moving average is the average price over the last 50 days.
Okay, I see.
And then the 200-day is the average price over the last 200 days.
Okay.
And so when that short-term 50-day crosses above that long-term 200-day, that's what's called a golden cross.
And so what does that tell us?
Historically, it's been a signal that often comes before like a significant price rally.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's another kind of like bullish signal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so it's kind of like if you imagine those moving averages as like trend lines,
Right.
and they're kind of showing you like where the price is going.
Exactly. Yeah.
When the short-term one crosses the long-term one, it's kind of like confirmation that like, okay, yeah, we're going up.
Yeah, it's like a sign that the bulls are in control.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So we've got these moving averages, we've got the golden cross, and then on top of that,
And then on top of that, we've got,
Dogecoin has broken through some key resistance levels too, right?
yeah, like 722 cents and 30 cents.
Okay, and remind me what a resistance level is.
The resistance level is like a price point where it's historically been difficult for the price to move above.
Okay, so you can think of it like a wall. Okay. And once the price breaks through that wall,
Uh-huh.
it often like surges higher.
Okay, so this is kind of like adding even more like evidence to the idea that like things are really moving in a positive direction for Dogecoin.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's amazing to see how all these pieces are kind of coming together, you know?
Yeah.
We've got the technical stuff, we've got the whale activity, the social media buzz.
Yeah, it's all happening at the same time.
Brandt even compared what's happening now with Dogecoin to a pattern that happened back in 2020
Oh, yeah.
that led to a 190% rally.
Yeah, it's interesting to look at those historical patterns.
Right.
Sometimes they repeat themselves.
So you think history could repeat itself this time?
It's definitely possible, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen it happen before.
Yeah. Have you ever seen this kind of like combination of, signals before?
Not quite like this, no.
Okay.
It's a pretty unique situation.
It really does feel like Dogecoin is at kind of like a crossroads right now. Yeah, I agree.
Like, there are a lot of reasons to be excited,
Uh-huh.
but, of course, there are always risks when it comes to crypto.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, any investment has risks.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think Dogecoin is definitely one to watch right now.
Okay, so for everyone listening out there,
Yeah.
to sum it all up,
Yeah.
we've got whales making moves,
Yeah.
we've got Elon Musk doing his thing,
Right.
and we've got a bunch of these, like, really bullish signals flashing on the charts.
Exactly.
So,
It's definitely an interesting time for Dogecoin.
yeah, it is. And who knows, maybe this is the start of, like, another,
Another rally.
another epic Doge rally.
Yeah, could be.
All right, well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
No problem. It was fun.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
All right, and to everyone listening, keep an eye on Dogecoin and do your own research, of course.
Yeah. Always do your own research.
Don't just take our word for it.
Exactly.
All right, thanks everyone for listening.
See ya.